As a Christian, I'm deeply concerned about all the terrible injustices in the world. Of course, we all are. And I want to do something, and my church wants to do something. But sometimes I really struggle. I don't know where to start. I don't know if anything I do can make a difference. And sometimes I just feel overwhelmed by the scale of the problem, and hope seeps away, you know what I mean? I mean, what is my congregation supposed to do about the impact of the climate crisis, for example, and the increasing intensity and frequency of droughts in Africa, or the increasing intensity and frequency of flooding in this country, in UK and in Europe, or the wildfires that are decimating cities in Australia or North America. And then what about global multinational pharmaceutical companies making huge profits out of drugs that were funded by public funding, and that should be a public good and not a private asset? What do we do about that? Sometimes, to be frank, I feel that the suffering is so intense that I just insulate myself from it in order to cope. And I know that some people in my church are hesitant about giving money to charities because they've heard or they think that too much money is being spent on overheads and not enough is actually getting to people in need. And I'm tempted to put on hold my engagement with global justice issues because there's so many other demands on my time. I work as an environmental economist. I mean, I'm making a difference there, I hope. I've got all my weekly commitments with church work. So it's just kind of comes at the end of the line. Commitment for Life is a vital part of the United Reformed Church. It's our global justice program. And what I really like about it is that in the face of all these issues, the things that make life difficult, the things that mean that issues are not simple, it allows me to focus on things where I really trust what I do can make a difference.
I'll be the one by your side through the good and the hard times, when we're laughing, when we're hurting. I'll be the one that you need.
Commitment to Life began as what was known as the 1% appeal in the 1990s. And the United Reformed Church has always been known for its commitment on justice issues. And of course, things have moved on since then, and it seems that the issues are getting increasingly serious in climate, in racism, in structures and political oppression. One thing I like is that we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We work with partners who have expertise and deep experience. So we partner with Christian Aid for 3 regions in the world, for Zimbabwe, for Bangladesh, and for Israel and the occupied Palestinian territories. And I went there as part of the URC group that went in 2019. And we also partner with Global Justice Now, which does fantastic work confronting the unjust political structures and identifying key issues where if we act now, we can make a difference. Like Jesus, we see injustice first and foremost as a spiritual issue, and our aim, our drive, our passion is to pray into these issues and to help people to gather in prayer and through worship to engage with these issues. We share good news stories from where our partners are working, because that's a real encouragement, that builds hope. And we inform about political challenges and structures and identify particular ways in which we can engage in action now. If you're someone who already is part of Commitment for Life and has made it your global justice program, I just want to say thank you for the amazing work that you do, for the coffee mornings, or the cake bakes, or the high teas, for the times of prayer, for the worship services, for the activism that you engage in. If I may, I'd say thank you on behalf of the people whose lives you're helping to improve. Our strapline is life-giving faith, defiant hope, and generous love. Faith, hope, and love. If you'd like to know more, you can contact Suzanne at this address.